www.competentskills.com by Adam Wissler.
So, right now, before I go into objection handlings, there is something you have to know about objections, and that is that there is 3 types of objections out there. I don't give a fuck what other sales professionals they say about it, you know, that there is so many types and thousands of different objections and thousands of different ways of handling them and so on. Nah, fuck that. There's only 3 types of objections, and these 3 is the fake, the real, and the imaginary. Okay? There's this 3 type of objection: fake, real, imaginary. Now, what is a fake objection? I call a fake objection because you cannot really do shit with it. You cannot do anything with it, honestly. Because the person is not telling you what he actually thinks. He's telling you something fake, like, I need to think about it. Let me do some more research. You know, and this is not the real objection. This is not the real reason why he shouldn't go ahead with the purchase. There's actually something behind it, but he's only showing you or telling you that I need to think about it, and there is something behind it. So fuck that. So that's why it's a fake one. And a real objection is basically a real stop. It's a real barrier for the prospect, for the individual to purchase your product. It's something that he really cannot do something about. You know, like let's say he says it's too much money, and then you try to persist, and like, no, it's not too much money, you should buy it, and blah, blah, blah. And it turns out it is actually really too much money because he only has 5 cents on his bank account, so he literally cannot purchase your product. Okay, that's a real objection. A fake objection is just something that the person thinks it is prohibiting him, it is holding him back from getting the product or the service. And there is different variations of that as well. You know, sometimes they say it's too much money, and then it turns out it's not too much money. In that case, it is an imaginary objection. Do you see the difference over there? So that is the 3 types of objections which you have to know and practice and know by heart before we continue on how to handle these different type of objections. And it's very contextual, you know, contextual. It is very, very much up to the context. You know, if the person's objection, is it fake, is it real, or is it imaginary? It is very, very much up to the context because, you know, they can sometimes go from one column to another column, you know, from one type to another type. So you can find the same things in different subjects, in different types, yeah? So that's why you have to watch out really, really a lot. Remember, a fake objection, it is something that there is something behind it, and the prospect is just too goddamn of a chicken to tell you why he cannot go ahead or why he shouldn't go ahead with the purchase. A real objection is something that is literally, physically holding the person back from purchasing the product or service. And an imaginary objection is just something made up. And this is only just a buyer's fear, you know, like objections, fear. That's all.